Hello everybody, so I thought it was probably time to film a hair update. It is a year and a half since I big chopped. So yeah, thought I'd update you guys on some of the stuff I've been doing, stuff like that. I wanted to do a sort of porosity test, but not like extreme. Basically, it is, what's the time? It is 20 to 7. And I wanted to kind of roughly see how long it takes for my hair to get dry. Hopefully I remember to check in. But it's like, probably, I don't know how to even describe it. I've just washed it. It's been sitting in that towel for like a couple of minutes, literally. So it's pretty much wet, but it doesn't feel like it's dripping on me or anything. So yeah, I want to see how long it takes for it to get dry. Not sure if this is the best way to do it, so I might have to come back and do a proper porosity test at some point, or maybe just let you know in the description or something. And yeah, so this is how the texture looks. I think I'm just going to do some plaits today, like chunkier plaits. I'll show you what I've been doing my hair as of late now. Just to quickly interject, in case you're interested, this is how I've been keeping my hair for the past couple of weeks. It works well as protective style. It's just like literally 4 bunchies, and then when I first did it I was like, oh, I don't want them to frizz up, so I'm just going to plait them roughly. So they've all got like a handful of plaits in each, but they're not starting at the root, so it gives a little bit more volume, I guess. And then I've got about 4 or 5 hanging loose here for the fringe, and then when I take it out it makes a really cool braid out. So yeah. So in terms of products that I used to wash my hair, I will show you what I'm using to do my hair in a minute. But what I used was a mixture, actually. I used Howdee-haie shampoo from Lush, Shea Moisture's Jamaican Black Castor Oil, and my Afro-G Keratin 2-minute reconstructor. So I used the Howdee-haie shampoo just because I wanted to use that up. I didn't have much left. And it was sitting there for ages. I've been kind of going through it of late just to use it up as well. I love the scent, but it's a purple shampoo, and I mean, I know I've got like pinkish hair now, but even when I was just pure blonde, I don't think it did too much in terms of toning it. I probably would just get it again for the scent, but it doesn't necessarily tone, not like to the extreme. Like if you leave it on your head, yeah, you might get a purplish cast, but it's not the extreme like the other shampoos have done for me, like other toner sort of stuff. So when that finished, because I didn't have enough to properly shampoo my hair like twice through, I used the Shea Moisture one. It's kind of like mine and my mum's. I got it for my mum, but I wanted to try it out when I got it. But every now and then, if I run out midway through doing my hair, or if I just feel like I want to use it, then I will use it, because it lives in the bathroom. And then after that, I felt like my hair needed some sort of nourishment, protein, something. It's been feeling, I mean, it's feeling better of late, but it's been feeling a little bit dead. So I used the reconstructor, and that always bounces my curls back. If I don't use that, then I'll probably use the Aztec healing clay. And then as for what do you call it, like conditioner and stuff, I used another mixture again because I was like using things up. So I used the rest of my Harsk Superfruit Papaya Acai Berry and Mangosteen Oil mask. I love this stuff. I'm going to get some more of these little sachets and try some different ones and stuff. And then I also mixed in just this conditioner again, something I'm trying to go through. It's the Lemon and Black Pepper Wilco conditioner, and to bulk it up, because it's not that good on its own, it's actually quite dry on its own, it's the One Conditioner Intensive Conditioning Hair Mask by Soap and Glory. That one, as I say, it doesn't really do an awful lot when it's on its own, which sucks. It feels more drying than nourishing, which is crazy because it's a mask, do you know what I mean? But it's quite a thick product, so to bulk it up, like to stretch a conditioning treatment, it's a nice agent to mix stuff to. I need to get my scissors out because I want to do a trim in this video. As I was saying, I wouldn't recommend it really. Maybe if you've got like a different hair texture, try it out, but for me it just doesn't really do too much. So yeah, I used that, and I left it in for maybe a smaller amount of time than I usually do, probably like 15 minutes or so. And then following it up, oh god, I need to put my glasses on, don't I used this, which is one of my favourite products. It's the Gliss Hair Repair Liquid Silk by Schwarzkopf, and like a more creamier leave-in, which is the olive oil leave-in conditioner. This is from Soft and Free and Pretty. I've mentioned before that I still am going through my old relaxer products in terms of like the shampoos and stuff that it came with. So yeah, it's good, but obviously I wouldn't be able to rebuy it because I don't think you can buy it separately, and it's not like the best thing in the world anyway. So I'm just going to trim off random little ends of my hair because I will explain a little bit more. I'll do a little bit of a chat about problems that I have encountered, but before I get onto that, I thought I'd give you some recommendations of products that I like. Oh, I was going to do a length check. So I will put in my what do you call it, my lengths that when I last did it, I'll put the lengths in the description. And so I think I did left side, right side, crown, and I think I did the back. So what I'm going to do now is I will take this piece and I will measure it with a ruler before I continue cutting my hair, and I will tell you my favourite products. I think I might have mentioned them before, but just in case, I'll sort of update you on what my favourites are as well. But I'll first do a hair length check, which this video is all over the place already, I'm so sorry. So if I put that there, that is 19 centimetres stretched out. I don't believe it. Like, I knew it was growing nicely, but that sounds crazy. So, oops, I'm dragging it as far out until it starts springing back. It's gotten even longer. It says 20 centimetres. So apparently my hair is 20 centimetres on the left hand side. Crazy. I'll pull out a little bit from over here. Probably should have brushed it out a little bit more. This one is 21 centimetres. Crazy. Grown way more than I had expected it to. I'm happy. So 20 centimetres, 21 centimetres. Let's try a bit in the crown. Probably going to be shorter. Oh, what an ugly face. Where's my finger? That is 20 centimetres in the crown as well. Crazy, crazy. Let me tuck that away somewhere. And at the back, oh. The back hangs lower. I think I've mentioned this before, so I'm not sure what that would mean. 20 centimetres, interesting. So it seems to be that I've not got any shortages of length elsewhere. I honestly thought the back would be longer, and I thought, well, not longer in terms of like 20 centimetres, but I thought the back would be longer than the rest of the hair, and I thought, just because I see it hanging down more, and I thought that the top, my crown area, would be more shorter, because it's the drier area that I find. So yeah, I mean, that's nice. Now I've got to figure out which part's already been cut. So awesome length check. Back to what I was going to recommend. So in terms of shampoos and conditioners, at the moment I'm just trying to, like, honestly, I am a bit of a product junkie. I'm just trying to find what I like. I'm just having fun trying new products and stuff. So yeah, I am a bit all over the place in terms of what I'm using, but on average I'll try to use at least most of a bottle before I try something else and stick with that consecutively, if that's the right word. But I will typically go back to a general sort of outline of a routine at least, because I don't want to mess up my hair too much with like trying too many different things at once. So my favourite shampoos that I will always keep going back to is the Aussie line. I prefer the Miracle Moist line. So all of like the products for that, the conditioner, the shampoo, I think they've got like an oil. I don't know if that's part of the moist line though. I hate that word so much. So yeah, those products I will always love. They smell amazing, and they just they make your hair like they just glide through the hair. It's so nice. And then as well, for shampoo and conditioners too, I also like the Garnier what they're called, the Garnier, I don't know what the actual line's called, but it's like in a brown bottle. It's the coconut one from that line. I love those products. And I've seen some new ones in a vegan formula, but they're just hair masks. I really want to try them. Chloe got the banana one recently, she was telling me, and she said it's amazing. She's got naturally curly hair as well, not as thick as mine, but she's got really nice hair, and I usually take her on board when she suggests some stuff, because with curly hair she's obviously got more of a slightly drier texture as well. So yeah, I've taken a picture, so when I've got a bit more money I will hopefully try that out. Oh, just look how nice and healthy that feels already. So yeah, there's that. What else would I recommend? Any oils I've been trying that I love of late? I think everything is just so-so at the moment in terms of oils. I don't really have anything too crazy going on. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, shall we move on? What else? I've got my little prompts here to try and remind me what I wanted to say. Wild growth oil. So I actually finally finished the wild growth oil. I did like a 4-week video thing that I sort of tested it for like a month, and then compiled the footage together and came out with a video. And honestly, I think it works. Like, the white bottle really works, it really does. The only thing is that I found annoying was that I couldn't use it on wet hair. So there'd be times when my hair finally dried, but I forgot to use it because by that time I was doing something else. I wasn't thinking about doing my hair. So I've actually got this yellow one to test. I'm hoping it's just as nice, because I think it's got the white one. The thing is, that's got more ingredients, and it's like the steroid of the two. This one's got less ingredients. I think it's less intense, but you can use it in your shampoo as a co-wash or on wet and dry hair. So I'm going to try it. It does have a strong smell. Check out the video that I mentioned briefly if you do want to know like the ins and outs of it. But I think this one's going to be similar. It's just going to be more efficient because I can use it in wet hair, whereas the other one you can't, because it's like so thick it gets a little bit weird. Can't open it. So it's probably a product I would definitely try again. I'll definitely use again. It might be something that maybe I alternate, because I was hoping to, I don't know, it might be the case still, but I was hoping to prefer one over the other, but I might just keep buying both so that I can use this one like when I want to mix it with water or something, and the other one when I want something more intense, and I'll use it like when my hair's dry. This one smells mintier to me. Oh, I don't know if you can see, but it's like you can see all the bits floating about in it. So yeah, I'm going to try this out. In terms of what I'm using now to style my hair, just quickly, I am using the Aunt Jackie's Curl Maintenance Defining Curl Whip. I'm using another one of those old relaxer things. It's the anti-breakage sunflower oil formula, and that's from, what's that from? Just For Me. And then I'm using the Wild Growth Light Oil Moisturizer. So yeah. So I'm just going to run this through the roots, a little bit on the palm of my hand, and bring the rest in. I feel like my hair's already dry, and maybe I didn't put enough or as much cream product in it as I usually do, but it is drying now, so I don't know if that gives you any indication. I've been filming for 14 minutes at this point. I don't know if that gives you any indication of what kind of porosity my hair is. And as you can see it dry, you can see the texture. Okay, so in terms of how I moisturise my hair during the week, it's pretty much been the same really. I do the LCO method, so I go liquid, cream and oil. Where's my other hairband gone? Got it. So if it's really dry in the week, I start by dampening my hair. I'll either use that Schwarzkopf spray that I showed earlier, or I will use rose water, or a combination of rose water and a little bit of witch hazel, or most recently a combination that I've just mixed together of rose water, a little bit of witch hazel and a little bit of leave-in conditioner. That gives it a little bit more sudsiness, like it's getting a bit of a mini wash in between, like if it's really dry and a bit dirty but I don't want to wash it just yet. So that's what I've been doing of late, so not too much different from what I usually do. I don't know if that's going to stay, that's totally going to unravel. Pretty much the same, I've just adapted it a little bit just to suit my needs a little bit more. Then I will proceed with like creams and oils. I actually haven't been using like a regular cream moisturiser of late because I ran out of my, I think it was Icy Fantasia tea one. I just haven't had a chance to buy another one yet, so I've found myself just using oil a lot of the time. I'll mention it again later, but I've been blow drying my hair a little bit more lately, so if I wanted to desperately use a cream product before my oil, I would typically use, at the moment because I'm run out of my usual stuff, I would use this Aunt Jackie's curl cream thing, but obviously that makes it more curly, doesn't it? So with where I've been blow drying my hair, I haven't really been wanting to revert it, so I've just been using oil rather than cream and oil, and I mean, it almost feels a little bit more nourished maybe. I don't know if I'm making that up or what, but I definitely notice a difference of when I'm just using oil and not what do you call it, no cream beforehand. So in terms of any problems, I got to a point actually where I really started disliking my hair. It was just, I was bored of it. I didn't know if I just maybe needed or wanted a colour change, or if it was something as simple as that or what. It just wasn't performing the way I liked anymore. When I was washing it out, it was going all weird. I recently tried out some different products like hair dyeing products and that, and I found my hair, when I went to rinse it out, it was all sudsy and weird, and I don't know quite why, but I feel like it was because of the Revolution Rainbow Shops thing. It's like a shampoo colour, which is strange, but now I've not used it for a while. It rinsed out after a while because it's only a temporary colour, and I think it also might be a combination of the Soap and Glory mask as well, because even today, using that, the dye must be rinsed out by now, and it's still sudsing, but it wasn't as dry as it had been. But I mean, today it felt soft, it felt nice and soft, so I don't know, it's just been having a bit of a moment. Obviously I have colour treated hair as well, so it is going to be a drier texture than normal natural hair, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it was going through a stage where I was just so sick of it. It was annoying me, it was just not working how I wanted it to work, but we got through it. I've also noticed some stringiness, which makes me think I'm not trimming it as often as I should, which is why I'm trimming it now. Literally the only time I've trimmed it is pretty much when I've done a video in terms of my hair. So I mean, after this I'm just gonna trim it as and when it needs. I think for a little while I did trim little pieces that were sort of dangling awkwardly, but then I stopped because I was like, oh no, everyone needs to know that I've trimmed it, but it's literally like little snips here and there. But I'm just going to go back to that and just do what I need to do, because it keeps the ends in so much better quality, and then in connection the lengths of the hair. So I'm literally cutting what I see fit, giving it a bit of a dust, probably going a bit shorter than I should be, but who knows. I think as well the stringiness has been maybe, I don't know, due to the fact that I was blow drying my hair a bit more frequently. Probably like last month I was blow drying it, I did it maybe like 3 times. But that is because I was trying out a new product. I feel like the blow drying, basically the product I was trying was another Soap and Glory hair product, and it was like a heat activator thingy-mabobby, whatever. And so the purpose of it was to blow dry your hair and it would sleek it out or whatever. And I found that the blow drying sort of dislodged some of the fairy knots that I wasn't combing out properly, and because I didn't trim them off, they sort of got tangled more in the ends. So I feel like it's definitely my fault. I probably should have been on top of that and taken better care of it whilst it was being, you know, manipulated by heat as well, especially. But I mean, I don't think it's heat damage. My hair doesn't look heat damage to me. Maybe you can be the judge of that if you want. I don't really know. I think the verdict is I'll trim it more often than I have been doing. So yeah, I mean, I am gonna go now. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing because I feel like I'm talking and I'm not concentrating on what I'm putting in my hair. Can't remember if I've already done the oil part, but yeah, that's just my update for this. Just a real chilled, chatty little update of how my hair's been doing, what I've been using, some of my fave products, and then like this bit of a new product but kind of not because I tried the other one. So far it feels nice. It doesn't, like, I wanted to see how the wild growth oil, the white bottle, felt if you put it on wet hair, and I only put it on a little bit, and it was when my hair wasn't dried enough and it felt gungy. Like, I imagine if I put that all over my head, I'd need to wash it out because it would feel bad. But this one feels right. It feels just sleek, like an oil, like a regular oil that you might put in damp hair, wet hair. And just so you know, after the end of this video, my hair is still wet. So it's been like 22 minutes and my hair still feels wet. It's not like soaking, it wasn't dripping to begin with, but it's definitely, I'd say it's about, honestly, let me dry my hands. I feel like it might be 60% still wet. So what does that mean? Should I quickly Google it and find out how long your hair is supposed to take to dry or whatever it means? Let's do that and then I'll say bye because this video's been a mess. I don't want to do the actual porosity test where you drop your hair in water. Can't you just give me a description? If I type in what is hair porosity, maybe it will tell me that way. This is getting annoying. I just want to finish my hair. Okay, characteristics of low porosity curly hair. Curls take a long time to dry. Products tend to build up on the curls rather than absorb. Natural oils don't readily penetrate but rather sit on your hair. Curls take much longer to get fully saturated when you wet them. Characteristic of normal porosity. Curls are full of bounce and elasticity, requires very little maintenance, easily accepts and retains moisture inside the cuticle, holds styles well and can be coloured with good results. Characteristic of high porosity. Curls easily absorb water, however it requires more product. Curls often look and feel dry. Curls are often frizzy. Curls dry quickly. I think I'm more like, I don't know, because I'm a bit of low, I'm a bit of normal. For low, my hair is taking a long time to dry. I guess I don't know, it doesn't really take a long time to get fully wet. And then for normal, my hair requires very little maintenance, to be fair. I mean, I do it just to keep on top of it every other day. If it's in plaits and that, it doesn't really need to be touched. Accepts and retains moisture. Yeah, when I do a really good like juicy wash and go, it lasts for a while. Holds styles well and can be coloured with good results. I guess I'm normal porosity here. I don't know. Maybe if you guys can tell me, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to leave that here. I'm going to listen to my music and finish the rest of my hair. I hope you've enjoyed this random chatty video. I'll speak to you in another video soon. Bye.